Welcome to the Mind Your Business podcast. Hello.
Hello, welcome. So we are back.
We're back.
Shelley's back in town. No, I didn't leave town. I can tell you that right now. All right, so what are we talking about today?
Well,
Since we are back and coming back home and everybody's asking.
I would say that we are doing a lot of things here.
We're doing a lot of things here. We are. You know, so maybe one thing we can focus on is we're going to take a little series here of things that we want your input on, right? I want to know from our people, like maybe they can ask us some questions at some point on these things. But a lot of the questions lately are what is going on, because we're just kind of all over. So I would like to talk about kind of what I'm doing with my interns and my intern group and that kind of thing.
I think that's a good idea because that's what's taken up all the time besides clients.
I'm like, I'm just kidding. No, it is. You ever have something just sort of fall together?
Absolutely not.
Mine usually falls apart. This time it sort of fell together. You know?
It really did for you.
It really did. And it's very odd when that happens. So I've been trying to my heart has always been at this place to help people who are becoming therapists or who just became therapists build caseloads and understand how to do those things. Because I remember, you're in the middle of it, just being thrown in. You know?
Yeah.
That was my experience. And it wasn't for lack of good people in my life. It was because they just did their own job and then I kind of did mine, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
At all.
And
pretty much.
While I do have a little imposter syndrome, I have the benefit of starting with you. So I am lucky.
That is good and bad.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about that.
I feel like I've had the appropriate training, the appropriate level of hand-holding that's needed, and just the preparation. And I've been working with you long enough to like watch others. And I've also worked in other places where people come in as interns and it's kind of like, what?
You're thrown in.
Well, yeah, you're just kind of thrown in. So I think we take a very different approach here with you. There's a lot of guiding and a lot of just making interns feel comfortable.
I mean, I hope so. That's my goal. And my goal is to give them just some basic tools. You know, how do you greet clients? How do you not how we did it in our TikTok, which you guys will see that hopefully, and don't judge us. I'm just saying. But, you know, how do you greet clients? How do you do an intake? How do you do all those things? And look, for those who don't know, for those who aren't in a program or anything right now and just curious, your counselor had to go through 3,000 hours postgraduate school in order to be fully licensed. So a lot of people don't know that. Now that's in Texas. In Oklahoma, I believe it's 2,000. So there's a whole 1,000 less. Because I'm now, we could announce that. I am now certified in Oklahoma as well. So Oklahoma people can come. I can see them now across state lines. It's really kind of cool.
Yep.
So I wanted to kind of give a little background to what that looks like. So these students come fresh out of a program, classwork, all that kind of stuff go into practicum. Now this is in Texas. Some of the other states are a little different. And then 2 internships, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So practicum typically is where the students come in and they do a lot. They're supposed to do a great deal of observing and joining in with a therapist, their site supervisor. Okay. Yeah. So you are currently where? You just finished your
Practicum.
Yeah. You have a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, I've got a couple weeks left. I've met my hours.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, I have a caseload, but I've been watching.
But you've been here for a while.
I've been watching. But
we prepped you before you started.
Yeah. I got the benefit of sitting in on all the supervisions of the previous interns and for 2 years now.
Yeah, that's weird to think that, isn't it? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what that looks like if you guys don't know how the program works. And if you're thinking about going to therapy, just know these people really have been through a lot. Some of them have been sort of thrown in the water and told to swim, but not here, not at Bluebird. We don't do it that way. We do want you to observe, and we do want you to learn a trauma approach from us. But we also are very welcoming to whatever you feel is best for you. It's very different from school, though.
It's very different from school.
And I think that's probably been kind of hard for some of y'all, too, because you have two different approaches you're working with.
Yeah. So I think it's important that we learn the theories and modalities that the school teaches us.
Yeah.
And picking, working through those theories. I mean, you need to know them because you use them in trauma therapy, bits and pieces here and there. But the trauma approach is very different. And it's been challenging, but also good because it really makes you dig in. And is trauma the route I want to go?
Yeah, it's fair. That's a fair question.
Am I comfortable with this? Is this what I want to do? Can I really differentiate so I can help my clients understand, if they come to me from somebody that has a different modality, talk therapy or something, and come to trauma, being able to explain the difference and how it works. So I think it's great.
I do too.
If you want to try the trauma approach and that's the route you want to go, to not be afraid to find a site that is trauma and kind of learn a new approach.
Yeah.
And it could be one of those things where you are like, I'm going to try it, but I know I want to go this route.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and we don't require you to go that route. We do encourage you here to do it that way because that's what our clientele is. It's all trauma. And we've talked so many times about what trauma means and what, those kind of things. But let's clarify it one more time. It's just, it incorporates a whole being kind of healing. It's body healing, brain healing, spirituality, mind. No, mind is more than brain. It's a whole person approach. And the modalities are things like EMDR, brain spotting, IFS, polyvagal. Yes, all of those kind of things we try to incorporate here. So you'll learn what those are at least. You get to decide if you use them or not. It's pretty cool.
We've had interns that are school counselors, and so they come and work in the summer with us for their summer term, and they know they're going to go right back to the school. That's where they want to be and thrive. Yes. And so, but it's interesting when it clicks the difference and how we operate here and trying to do those modalities, not do the modalities like brain spotting or EMDR, but learn that trauma bottom up approach. It's just so amazing because they're like, oh, I'm going to be able to use this in my solution focus.
Yes.
Theory.
Yes, slowly.
And so it's just that integration and that.
It's cool. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Yeah. So internship here looks like, I think a lot different than if you were to go to like a community health center or,
which I encourage, by the way. I think you need to get some of that acute care, as an intern in some way. Even if you just do it for a couple weeks or whatever, you kind of look into that and go, that acute care is different than what we do here. And it,
so it's shorter term too.
Yes, absolutely. And it's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not used to quick around here.
No, it's very slow.
I tell you guys, what we've said it before. What do I tell y'all every week?
Slow down.
Yeah. It's so tempting to move people too quickly because we want it so badly for them. And they want it so badly. Yeah. You see the change lasts better, though, when you slow down.
So, you sign up. We walk interns through the process, the paperwork. We try to make that as easy as possible. And then we try to help them build their own caseload.
Yeah.
So
that's my goal, that they can leave here with clients.
It's not a guarantee that you're going to have a job at Bluebird Counseling. It sometimes is an option at the end of your internship if that's something that is agreed upon. But we're not afraid to let you leave with the clients you've built.
Yeah.
Like that. If you want to go into private practice, we want to be that support for you. Like we want to be able that if you need consultation or you need to bounce something off, you have the relationship with us to ask those questions still, because we want to see you succeed.
Yeah, that's my whole goal. Like that was my focus when I started this place, or actually when I became a group practice. Again,
it kind of just fell together.
Things do fall together sometimes in very unexpected ways. But when that started happening and I realized I really enjoyed the interns, like I love it.
Yeah.
I love being able to sit with them and go, tell me what you think. You know, and I'm going to tell you what I think, and I might be wrong, and you might be wrong, and who knows? But we're working it out together, you know, and I love that. There's no one over anyone here. I just have a little more experience. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely look to you for the experience aspect of it.
That's a little scary.
But I remember sitting down with you, and you were like, I just want this to be different than any other place.
Yeah.
Because anyone can go start their own private practice. Like it is so easy out of school to go do that. Is it wise? I don't think so. I think
it depends. I think it depends on the clinician.
Yeah, I think there's some like things you gain from having a peer and consulting with others.
I do too.
But if you do want to go start your own practice, we still want to be those peers for you. And you said, I want the community. Like I want there to be community, because private practice is lonely.
It was for me. And I only did private practice by myself for a year. And I was like,
Yeah.
You know, and don't get me wrong, I think it suits some people even better.
Yeah.
There are pros and cons on private practice and group practice. There are a zillion of them. You can make more money over here, but you're going to put out more money to build a business. You have to know business stuff. You know, in a group, you don't have to know as much of that. So I think there's pros and cons to everything. I really do. For me, I learned I like community better. I like having people around me. I like the energy of it. We don't have what I would consider to be an extremely laid back place to work. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not loud and obnoxious like me, but it's calm.
It's definitely a peaceful place.
That's what I'm told. I hope so.
I'm told that too. I feel as somebody that walks into work and drives to work every day, I've never dreaded it.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah.
I've never. Now, there are days that I might feel like I'm overwhelmed by the caseload today, or I'm overwhelmed by my list, but not the place and not the people.
Cool. That's really cool.
And that was what you were going for. I want this place to be like where people, there's not competition. We're supporting one another. We're a team. And if anyone decides to leave ever, like,
we'll help you.
We'll help you. We will do whatever we can. And that is what it is.
Good. That's what I hope it is. That's what I've wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've started is I am coaching some of these interns, and we have a support group, and we go through just some basic training skills, nothing counseling like that, but it's more, just interns from all over, just learning how to just show up pretty much.
Yeah. I think you said,
that was an accident.
It really was, because we were sitting in supervision in our staff meeting every Wednesday, and the 4 of us interns were talking and like, what do you think about this? And what would you do this? Oh, and when are you taking your test? And what materials did you use? And this and that. And you were like, this needs to be a group.
Well, why? Why did y'all not know that in school?
And you were like,
you're all from different schools too, so it's interesting.
We would always like look to you, and you'd be like, well, you said this. You kind of just like brought it all together, and then would speak to some things but kind of just like held that space for us to not know and not be judged.
Yeah. I think we expect you guys as clinicians to know what we know. You know, parents do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Parents expect their children to have the same mindset they have. They have not lived the same life experience. It's the same with school, really.
Yeah.
You guys are babies. I mean, you're babies in counseling. And even if you've had a history with mental health, you're still inexperienced. And I would say inexperienced is a better way to put it. It doesn't mean you're not good, because I have 4 really good ones right now. I'm like, and if they leave, I don't know. No, but really, I mean, I'm very proud of my people, and I think it's such a beautiful fit we have right now. But we're constantly having 2 or 3 come in and out. And most people don't want to go out, I admit, but we only have so much room here.
Yeah, it is. We're running out of space.
We're getting a little crowded, but we're learning how to utilize those things. And I love that part. We have a wait list, really, too.
Yeah, we do.
For interns. So I'm hoping that by us talking about this, that people will know what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're welcome to apply here. You're welcome, to see if we're a good fit for you. We also, if you can't, you can sign up for me coaching you kind of privately. We have a group, and that group is great already. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
And that is through a different business that Shelley has started.
Yeah, totally different. It's called Untangled.
Yep. So that is something, if you're interested, reach out. That is a different level of support. It's not the supervisory support that you'd get if you were interning here, but it's peer support. You can do some one-on-one with Shelley. You get her trainings. I mean, there's different, tiers and levels, but it's definitely worth. I mean, I do it.
You already had it. You don't need it again.
But I love talking to other interns and therapists, and like, even if their modality isn't going to be like, if they are doing something that I'm like, I have no interest in that, I still want to absorb their knowledge.
It still helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're seeing kind of happen is it's not that they have poor site supervisors. Some of them, yes. Some of them just get them to come in and throw them out there, and because they're understaffed, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is sometimes the site supervisor just can't do it all.
Yeah.
Your site supervisor's busy. I mean, I know what it's like to be a site supervisor. You're busy. You have your full caseload. A lot of them do. A lot of them have full-time caseloads, and they're still trying to supervise these people that are coming in trying to learn. So I even reach out to supervisors, like site supervisors. We're still not talking about associates yet, but we will. We'll talk about that later. But more to the point of, I am here to help you guys fill in the gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Bluebird, our internship is very different because I am a site supervisor for them. But the coaching part of Untangled is just giving you logistics and stuff.
Yeah.
And people are really out there drowning. Like, I didn't know how big of an issue this was until I got you guys. And you said in your groups, people are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to show up. I don't know, am I supposed to be a blank slate? Am I not supposed to be a blank slate? You hear all this different stuff. I read a thing the other day that made me laugh because it said, hey, what are the things that seasoned therapists do that they tell you not to do in school?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do most of those.
Right?
I'm just being honest. And I think because there's just a different context of it, and I will tell you, I don't do that. Or I don't say you should or you shouldn't. Now, ethically, obviously, we're not talking about ethics here.
Right.
We're talking about preferences and the way we handle ourselves and stuff. I want to be authentic, and I want to teach you to be authentic.
Yeah.
I want you to be you. And you don't need to be me. Dear God, we don't need another one of those.
In this modality, in trauma therapy, it is crucial to show up authentically yourself.
Ooh. They are not going to be safe until you are.
If you're in more of a psychology role and assessments,
sure.
You do need to have more of a blank slate. You do need to kind of you're assessing.
Yeah. Well, and you're the expert and they're the client.
Yeah.
In ours, it really isn't so much like that. It's more, I am walking alongside you as we do this work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only thing that builds safety is co-regulation, connection, all of the things that we want to do in our therapy. It's very different in that modality. So I actually find building that kind of rapport, even on CBT, even on anything, safety first for me always has been.
Mm-hmm.
Build the relationship first. And psychologists do that too. So I'm not saying they don't, but they are a bit more removed from that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's their role.
Yeah, they've got the wheels going back here a million miles a minute because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that we aren't, but we are more, our goal is like we're in it, we're attuned, we're present.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to be thinking about what could be, the things that other people have to be.
Diagnostics and stuff. Yeah. So I think, I love that. And I kind of wanted to explain sometimes the difference in what we're doing because some of the interns come in and go, I didn't know this was going to be trauma therapy. And, and they have a hard time adjusting. There's nothing wrong with that. I always say, if you're having a hard time adjusting, what do I tell you guys to do? Go back to person-centered. Go back to reflecting. Go back to listening and trying to be with them.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship is the most important part. You don't have to do it this way forever.
No.
You'll learn your modalities and how to enter those later.
Yeah. But it's a good little bit of, I guess, just figuring out, okay, trauma therapy is not the route I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to do CBT.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
great.
Go do that.
Great. And we'll support you in doing that here too. And I think that's the main thing I want people to hear from this is there's no competition at all here. Nobody's trying to gain something over someone else. No, we don't care if another counseling center is doing wonderfully.
Oh gosh, no. We want
As a matter of fact, we support that. I mean, we send people to these other people.
Yeah.
That is how counseling and therapy are supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
And when it doesn't, everyone needs to reassess.
100%.
I hate that. I hate the thought of that.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, and if you wanted to go into private practice, we're here to kind of even help you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
be on our referral list for sure. And that's another great thing about these groups with your coaching is it builds you a referral list of like, you know what, I don't do couples, but I know somebody who does. And I can tell you a little bit about how they handle it or their approach and kind of almost find a good fit for them because I've spent a little bit of time with you and you know what, I'm doing individual with you, but you need to go to couples. I've got you. I know somebody from this coaching group I was in.
Yes. And you can't be skilled in everything, all the modalities. Like I saw something where people are laughing about all the credentials. I have 50 million credentials on the wall. Do I need to post all those? No. Do I use all of it?
It'd be the whole alphabet, Shelley.
Stop it. I feel like the reason I say that is there's nothing wrong with studying like that. There's nothing wrong with getting trained and learning. And I'm a constant learner. I love to learn. But people are like, well, they shouldn't put all that on there. I'm like, people are looking for certain things. That's one of the reasons we list some of those things is because they're looking for specifics.
Yeah.
I hate putting them on there, to be honest with you.
There's some trainings that I've done that I'm like, I'm not putting it on there because I didn't care for it that much.
Yeah. Well, you have to be comfortable with it too.
It didn't fit what I am comfortable with or that what I do the most.
I love it.
But I loved learning. So I'm not going to put those initials after my name because it was great and wonderful, but I'm not
doing that.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Just like me, I'm trained in IFS, but I'm not certified in IFS.
Right.
Do I like it? Yes. Do I feel proficient enough to do it all the time? Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That's what
I use some essence of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's fascinating.
And that's the great thing about being trained. And you can pull, depending on the modality.
We don't want the whole communities coming at us.
But you can pull from different things.
Yeah.
When you're being trained or you have certifications, depending on the modality.
Well, and that's one thing we also are trying to help the interns learn to do is market themselves. Interns need to know how to do that, whether you go into private practice or group practice. They need to know some things you're definitely not taught in school, those kind of things, businessy things, some little businessy things. They need to know what are some of the things we talk about?
Your niche. Finding your niche.
That's actually where I was headed, and menopause hit and I lost it.
Yeah. And you don't have to have it figured out as an intern. It could change. When I first started, I was like, I want to do children. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do children. I don't want to do children. I'm okay with them. Mm-hmm. But where I'm feeling, I have different areas, pulls. Brain spotting's definitely my thing. It's my jam. I love it. I'm feeling definitely passionate about sports performance brain spotting, which we'll do a podcast on. Yeah. And I'm really liking working with OCD type symptoms and anxiety. Those are good. And obviously the trauma. Yeah. The complex trauma.
All of that is tied. All of that is tied to those things. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing when we start to find out, because they always say, pick your thing. You can't pick your thing. You don't even know what you're doing yet.
Gosh, you would have asked me if I would have liked working with OCD.
You would have said 100% no.
I'd been like, I will never. I will never.
I already knew that. That's why I gave you some.
And it's been challenging, and that's why
it makes you dig too. As an intern and as a student, it makes you dig and really go, I want to know as much about this as I can.
And taking it from a trauma lens too. That's what's been so fascinating, is I'm taking from my trauma, and I'm taking from, the ERP, and I'm taking from and I'm like, ooh, this is cool to see them work together. Yes. And that's why I'm really liking that from OCD from a trauma lens.
Yeah, I like it too. I like OCD. That sounds funny.
Love it.
I love all the things that people have. No, not really.
I like helping people navigate those
There
things.
You go. I do too. All right, cool. I think we should do one on your sports stuff too.
All right.
Sweet.
Thank you for tuning in to the Mind Your Business podcast. Join us next time as Mikayla talks about sports performance brain spotting.